Hi you guys, welcome to Project Fab Tarot and More. I'm Sharon, intuitive empath. I am literally like just gonna make this video on the fly. I woke up this morning and I had to work through the energy myself before I could even make this video, because holy crap, oh my god, it's like, you know, when you're working out at the gym and you feel that burn and all you want to do is stop. You just want to stop. You want it to be over. You want the pain to stop, but you know that you need to keep going in order to get the results that you really want. Like, you have to push through this. Okay? That's how I feel like the energy is today. We're at that point. Like, we're at that point. It's intense. It burns. It hurts. It sucks. And it's probably like purging, and we just want to cry for some of us, and others you're like digging deep, and for some of you guys you can kind of like spacing out, trying to find like a whole bunch of what's the word, like fantasy, like you're trying to slip into your fantasy or whatever it is that you have set up as your fantasy world or realm or whatever. You're just trying to escape whatever this is, mental escapism, psychological escapism, all around right now. It's just in freaking tense. So I didn't even like put my makeup on. I'm like just kind of brushed my hair and threw some clothes on so that we could do this, because I just feel so pressed, so much. I feel the pressure of what it is that's going on, and it's kind of like it's definitely we're getting there, you guys. We're getting there. A lot of you guys want to give up right now, and I get it. Trust me, because there's no rest. You know what I'm saying? There's no reprieve. You're in the heightened, you know, most yeah. Okay. Putting those back. If they come out again, then we know that our cards. But basically, these energies right now, you guys, they are intense. However, they do represent, as many times they should and have in our past, the energies represent the possibility of greatness, because that's really there's another card. I mean, honestly, yeah, perception came out twice, so there we go. Perception, and let's put Gaia back, and we'll see if Gaia comes out again too. So I like to just get confirmation from the cards. If they come out twice, then I feel like I could trust, because so many cards pop out all together. I like it to be undeniable when I'm directing other people in their decisions and how they're going to align themselves in the universe, in the universal energies today. I want to be sure. I want you guys to be sure. Messages that we can trust. Okay. So lots of themes coming out right now, but definitely feel like there's another card coming. Anyway, so to get back to to what we were saying, and change makes itself known. Yeah. So the possibilities. Okay, so right now there are so many possibilities that it's hard. What makes it hard is we know that we have to choose one, and we have to let go of everything else that falls away as a result of that choice. That's the hard part. Okay, so for me, I can only talk to you about what's happening in my own life and my own experience. Outside of, you know, that is, I feel like I'm sharing other people's information, but for me, I'm at a significant crossroads in my life, significant crossroads. And I know that whatever choice I make right now is going to be the rest of my life in a lot of ways. And I'm okay with that. Like, I've reconciled that. And I know that there's elements to the decisions that I'm making that I don't have all the information that I would like to have or feel like I need in order to make that decision. So I am having to trust spirit and trust faith, trust the divine in a way that I've never had to trust the process before. And it very much is a leap of faith in manifesting this. So yeah, cards are kind of flying out to support what it is that I'm saying. So that's Spirit's way of telling me that I'm on the right path with you guys. But perception is the collective card. Is there another collective card, Spirit? Yes. Okay. So we're looking for the collective card to support perception. There it is. Okay. We've got soul time and we've got perception. Okay, so these are the cards that reflect the collective energies of the day. So we're going to do perception because that came out first. Okay, this is, all right. Okay, sorry, the messages are coming through intensely. And I'm having to work through my own energy as it hits me before I can find the words for it because it's intense energies. But when it comes to perception, this is being altered, changed, redefined. Basically, the pre-existing paradigm of our lives and the way that we've defined things to be moral, to be correct, to be our way, ours. The things that we have said that we've wanted or thought that we wanted or believed that we wanted or believed about anything. Okay, whatever it is that your perception has been stuck in for however many years now, okay, it's changing, it's evolving, it's transforming. And we're coming into a collective understanding that some of the older morality doesn't fit the new paradigm because of what we've come to understand about human rights. Okay? Eco-friendly, we can apply this to Gaia, we can apply it to the planet. Okay? The old paradigm where making things out of convenience and using them for convenience isn't really convenient because it's destroying the planet. They're not biodegradable containers or materials. And we've come to live in a world where we have secondary problems as a result of those choices. And we have to change our perception about convenience, right? We have to redefine what it is to experience convenience and how important it is to have convenience in our life. Using these types of things. And it's hard to make those decisions. I grew up in, just a small little example, I grew up in a time when people talked with each other, especially about like intense issues. So if you were having an argument with someone or disagreement in any way, you didn't text message back and forth. You at the very least had a telephone call, okay? And that doesn't exist anymore. Like, it's not even considered any different than texting. So I've had to kind of like acknowledge that I'm moving into a paradigm where virtual reality and the nature of connection has changed. It's shifted. And in order to maintain my relevance in the new paradigm, I'm going to have to accept that some of these things are actuality, and that connection doesn't necessarily have to fit into my definition or by my definition in order for it to be real. Okay, so that's a small example, but that's exactly how perception in our world, in our paradigm, creates separatism. We separate ourselves from those that don't think like us, and then we equip ourselves with partnerships, relationships, and surround ourselves with people who group think the way that we group think. That does not allow for collective ascension. That does not breed or allow an element of bonding within the paradigm of the energy shifting to bring us all together collectively in positive energy. So how are we going to look beyond our differences? Perception. How are we going to work past our separation and our separatism and our fear of each other that's been mongered through years of media training and media stimulation? Perception, okay? Becoming independent thinkers and tapping into a different source for our information, okay? And that's where I think soul time comes in. So I feel like I've covered perception. I'm just gonna kind of like look at the book real quick. The frequency of perception supports our natural curiosity, moving us beyond our comfort zone to find the edges of what we perceive as real and to take a good, hard, deep look at it. Yes, because it's all about concepts and reality and projecting that holographic reality into our external space and having other people interact with that holograph before they get a chance to interact with us, right? So we're breaking down those barriers. We don't want to talk holograph to holograph anymore. That's not serving our greater, more divine purpose. And of course, soul time comes out as a result of the correlation. So what correlation is there between perception and soul time? Soul time is about divine timing. It's about everything aligning in the universe at this time, in this age, in this era, to support the changes in perception, the changes in reality, and help them assimilate into our new reality with the new energy and the new support from the universe as it's evolved and changed, okay? So this is about masterminding, okay? This is about the divine plan. This is about things happening and playing out in the time that they're meant to. This isn't necessarily something that's forced, but it is something that you participate in or don't participate in based on your authority to choose. Okay, so the frequency of soul time asks us to allow the possibility of a new reality to emerge. Well, we were just talking about that with perception and changing our perception and evolving and transforming with it and participating in it. Okay, so we were talking also about possibilities. There are so many possibilities that it's almost overwhelming and anxiety-ridden right now. And that is what was stirred up by Gemini, because that's exactly what Gemini energy is. All things are possible, but you can only choose one. Okay, so that's where we're coming down to, is we're still being influenced by Gemini energy, but Sagittarius is on the coattails of Gemini right now. And the energy of Sagittarius is the hunter, and it pulls the arrow back in the bow and it aims at one single bullseye. You're not going to hit all the targets. You can only aim at one at a time. So as we shift from Gemini into Sagittarian energy, we're going to have to hone in on the one thing that we want the most. The most. So we're granted time right now to figure out internally, externally, and in every aspect of our being and every fiber of our nature, what is the one thing that you want the most? Who is the one person that you want the most? What is your deepest desire? Okay, not the sort of kind of maybe thing, okay? Now, here's an example. I have a friend who creates, okay? And she makes things and likes to create artwork the way that she likes to create artwork, and that's what she wants to sell. Okay, now she does get requests from people to do custom pieces, and she doesn't want to make them. She doesn't want to customize her work. She wants people to buy her work as is. But she says that her goal is success in this, so she wants to make the money doing this. Okay, so we've gone back and forth in the past couple of weeks about this perception that she has, that the money is going to come as a result of her fortitude to her craft, her art, right? If I make only what I want to make and I stay true to myself, then the money will come. And that hasn't been the case. She's been doing this for nearly 10 years, and she's been a struggling artist. And in the last 6 months, I've encouraged her to assimilate a new perception, which is maybe both of these things are cohesively involved, but you can only do one at a time before the other. So what if making the money facilitates your ability to make the projects that you want? So art is the gift that she has. And in the past 6 months, I've told her, take these custom projects, give the people what they want, do that for the money, let the money come, and then make the art that you want. 6 months later, we're in June, and she has a collection of her own artwork that's been facilitated by these custom projects. So she hated doing the custom projects, hated every minute of it, and, you know, hated the journey, resented that she had to do that, felt like a sellout perception, right? Negative dialogue in the house, just negative. Like, I shouldn't have to do this. This isn't who I am. I don't want to sacrifice. I don't want to da-da-da-da-da. She did the custom projects. She facilitated her artwork. And now I introduced her to someone that I met out at a club the other night, and he owns a gallery in California. And I said, hey, I've got a friend. She's an amazing artist. She's been working on this collection of work for the past 6 months. I want you to take a peek. And he did. And guess what? He loves it. And he's going to create an event at his gallery for her. Okay? And it's happening for her. And I just feel so proud and so elated, and that she was, even though she fought it, and even though she hated it, and even though she criticized it, and even though she put it down, 6 months later, now she's shaking hands and signing a contract to sell her work. Her authentic self is going on display in a major gallery in California. Because sometimes it takes a change in perception to get there. And I'm just so proud of her. You know who I'm talking about. I'm just so freaking proud of you. I just want to have a party in her honor, because it's not that the artwork was ever really in question. She's an amazing artist, and I knew she was going to get there. It's that and my thing is soul work. You know, I support soul work in people. So talking with her and having her just do that, big deal, babe. That was such a big deal what you did. And I am so proud of you for being so strong for so long and doing the things and sticking it out and getting the results. It was the burn at the gym, and it made a difference. It made a huge difference. And I applaud you and anybody else who ever lives your life out loud and does the things that you know you need to do that you don't want to do, okay, to get the results. And I'm there too. I'm in that boat with you guys, you know. I'm like a cheerleader in that realm, in that regard, because I have to do it too. I have to do the things for myself, on work on my body and stuff like that, at the gym specifically. So I get it. I totally get it too. But anyway, that's the message of the daily vibe. Oh, we have to do the realignment strategy. Realignment strategy. I feel like that little cheerleading thing is what it is. That's what it is today. Is you just need a coach. You need somebody just one more set, just one more. Get it up there. And in your inner dialogue today, anytime you fall out of alignment and you just feel like you just want to drop the weights, and you just want to put it down, and you just want to give up, and you just want to quit, and you just want it to be easy, and you just want it to be over. You want the fighting to stop. You want the burn to stop. You want the art projects that you don't want to do. You want that part of life to stop and just leave you alone so you can do the things that you want to do, right? Stop asking me to sell out my soul. That's all perception. And I feel like today you need to cheerlead yourself. Get that positive affirmation right back in there. Just one more set. Just one more go. Just one more try. Just one more. I'm going in this for one more because I know it's going to make a difference in the end. Okay, you guys? Namaste. Oh, subscribe, love the channel if you want to. And I hope to see you guys soon, okay? Bye, thanks.